It's always fun on Film Don't Lie selecting a play of the game, and this one may be as much of a decision of the game, but it's definitely where Georgia and Florida change, Brent. And you said, I think we got to talk about Billy Napier's decision, so the stage is yours, my friend.
Well, it's one of those where when you're the underdog, I get the taking chances piece, but there's also an element of, hey, let me stay in the game as long as I possibly can. Because guess what? Maybe the opponent and the favorite tightens up a little bit. When you did this and you did the play that you did and you don't get it, like you're just asking to be the onslaught to happen and the momentum to turn.
Okay, let's break this down from a coaching. Do you go for this if you're Florida? You punt it away.
Just because it's early. Now, granted, you technically haven't stopped Georgia yet in a way. But like I said, this is, hey, I'm going to punt this football, play the field position game early, shorten the game. The clock is running. You know, I'm on my 34 or 34 and a half. I know there's aggressiveness and whatnot, but this is not a, hey, I know I got to get 40. To me, it's just stay around, hang around the game, make them make the mistake versus the other way around.
Okay, if you were going for it, let's say the OC now, and Billy said we're going for this. You doing a sneak?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured.
If I will say, as long as it's quick, like quick and go right there, because Georgia obviously, if you see how well coached Georgia is. Boom! As soon as he goes under center, everybody pinches in, and they all now know it's a sneak. They all dive at legs, all sorts of things going. But outside of that, I hate bringing all the stuff in, like bringing 11 players that close to the ball. I'd rather spread people out to run on that kind of stuff and give them my QB a run option. But they can't really do that. But then what ensued? Whew.
Let me ask you: is this a tell at all? Arm out here?
I mean, not more. It's probably we're getting ready to push. We're getting ready to do things. A couple things, like just all sorts of things. One, Mertz, like I don't know that he gets it anyway. Like he's not really trying, obviously. But look at like the initial push. He would have had to do like the Brady, where you just jump up and kind of reach just to get the forward progress stuff. But like he initially gets drilled backwards. Now, obviously, he doesn't have the ball.
To the point that it disrupts the flow of the play.
Yes. And that's, by the way, that's elite coaching and preparation on the other side of the ball. Because, like, that just, you push everybody back. Like, that's how you beat the tush push, is you get lower and you create that pile there, and they can't do that. Just great D-line work right there, especially the quick, and then boom, everybody pinches in.
Now, I know people are going to hate on this play call forever, and they should to some extent. But I'm telling you that I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen, other than maybe some execution pieces of it. If this man right here, I circled way too big there, talking the I guess what you
smaller guy, the wingback.
Yes, wingback here. If he gets in Smile Munden's way, I think this is more interesting than it was. Like he has to just see a numbers here and just join the scrum, because even if this is a run to the edge here, you don't have a whole lot to get to. Right. Georgia has multiple people here. There's better chances. Now, I know this is supposed to be a pass play, all of those things. I understand this. But I'm just saying the second that this man lets Smile Munden go straight by him, this play's over.
Yes. 100%. And that's how do you not block that? A couple other things. One, is this technically illegal motion from Mertz? Because I think it is. I think it's refs anticipating the ball being snapped when he starts moving forward. Like watch, boom, he starts moving forward. That's a penalty.
Yeah, you got a couple things to call Birmingham about this week.
Like, because normally when you see this, boom, he starts moving forward. The ball is snapped. Okay, so that's one thing. Yeah, I think it is. It might not be, but it kind of looks that way. And then two, if the ball isn't snapped so high, I don't like he has to catch this like at the top of his helmet. So now guess who sees the ball? Munden and Dumas Johnson. Like they're not. If the ball, if he catches that at his waist, and they don't see the ball go right back through there, like, okay, maybe you're not playing it and you're not on top of things instantaneously. So hey, Munden, great job being 6'3" or 6'4", whatever he is. Other thing, like, what is it with left running backs who wear number 7 being left-handed? Like Bijan recently, like doing stuff left-handed. I've seen a lot of Drake London with but I thought that was interesting that we see all these guys and lefty.
Unless he's not left-handed, in which this is even worse.
I mean, it's phenomenal defense. Like, everybody was covered. Everybody's eyes were in the right spot. Like, it's a heck of an effort defensively.
The only thing, like, Mert should have leaked out or something back this way.
Yeah, do something, dude.
Like, standing there is going to do nothing for you. I guess at that point, I don't hate the design necessarily. Execution's horrible, I guess is what I'm saying as a whole. Yeah,
execution is really bad. And we've seen this recently, by the way. We've seen this recently in the NFL where they come up under center, and then I think the Lions did it like 2 or 3 weeks ago and got a first down or had a really good play off of something like this. But when you combine this with the Pearsall, when your momentum, like, it drives me insane from a coaching perspective. And I bet I almost for certain Coach Don has talked about this on the watch long. When something's working and working really well, make them stop it.
Yeah.
Like, Florida was doing what they wanted the first 10 plays, 9 yards of play, 10 plays, 91 yards, first 10 plays. And then the Pearsall, you get sort of funky. And now any and all rhythm you have is out of whack. Walker with the third down strip, you go down, score, and then this happens right there. Like, when you were just, for the most part, lining up. And then after this, it was just an onslaught. And you couldn't run the ball after this for the most part. And it just went all downhill for Florida from there. That's for sure.
If you're someone that calls Billy Napier Sunbelt Billy, which I don't, but I've seen it all over the dog vent. This gives you ammo for another year. So,
yes, it does.
I suppose you can rewatch this film, Don't Lie, and relish in that. But Georgia made a great stop. I do want to make sure that we make sure that comes through. Georgia played that play beautifully.
Oh, yes.
And Smile London was awesome. So decision-making aside, Georgia did its job and did its job very well.
Even if he sneaks, I don't know if they get it. Like, his effort's a lot different, obviously, because he would have the ball and trying to get the first down, but they played it so well that he's instantly just going backwards.
Yeah. Well, if you want to make sure you're making the right decisions, unlike Billy Napier in this play, you need to call Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of the Georgia Bulldogs. They can protect your home as well. BredaPest.com. Also, if you want to make sure your tailgate is popping for Missouri and Ole Miss upcoming in Athens, you need to have the Hunker Vodka from ASW Distillery, distilled by dogs. 5 of the 6 founders are UGA grads. Every time one of these is bought, some of the proceeds go to Classic City Collective, Georgia's NIL arm. So make sure you support the folks over at ASW Distillery and Breda Pest Management. We're going to wrap it up here for Film Don't Lie from UGAsports.com. We'll see you next week as we recap Missouri, maybe preview Ole Miss. We'll see how that goes.